see. You gonna watch the game tomorrow?
Yep. And then
Nah,
sleep for
yup.
3 hours. Then sleep for 3 hours, and then get up and go to the airport because I fly out
Oh,
tomorrow. Oh no,
oh,
wait, no, wait, no. No. The game is tomorrow night
yeah.
for me. So like, yeah, 1:30 in the morning for me. I will be up watching the game.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, go to bed probably at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep for a few hours. Jump in the shower. Run out the door.
Yeah,
Head
I
to
gotta
head to LA,
check.
and then sleep on the plane because it's 12 and a half hours.
Let me check something. Yeah, I have something in the morning. Hold up, let me see something before I tell you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I got something that day in the morning, the 20th. But then
Now remember, we talked about.
I know.
Don't worry about the scoop up or anything. If we'll just
Yeah,
do
yeah,
dinner, we can just do dinner
yeah. I'll
on the
be fine. I'll
21st.
be
Yeah.
alright. I'll be alright. As- Oh yeah, it's in the morning. My thing, so it's all good. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so almost done. Checking in a couple things. So that's good. That's good.
Cheers.
Cheers. For me, it's way too early in the morning, but yo,
It's all good.
it's all good. All right. Yeah, we'll start like in 4 minutes. But any predictions for NFL? Who do you think is gonna go to the next round? This
Well,
for the games today?
considering my favorite team just won, you know where I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Problem is,
Mm-hmm.
my quarterback is out now.
Mm.
He apparently broke his foot or broke a toe or something like that the second to last play in overtime yesterday, which of course I stayed up watching because,
Oh, you stayed up. Oh, interesting.
because Broncos are my team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Seattle went to
Ideally,
the next round.
I mean, I just watched the highlights of the Seattle game. They destroyed the Niners, which
Yo, que pela.
they that
That's what.
game actually looked like the old Seattle teams with like the Cam
Yeah.
Chancellors and
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lynch. They looked really, really strong and just overall, just I don't know if maybe just they're just built
Mm-hmm.
to counter San Francisco, but yeah. But with Denver, shoot, with Bo Nix out, I don't know what we do because he's out for the season.
It's hard for you to watch a lot of games with it, like of just typical regular games, not just football, but
Yeah,
everything, right? Yeah.
I mean, let me see.
Basketball during the day, maybe.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Because sometimes they have it here early, like in the afternoon. Well,
Right.
that's West Coast.
Yeah, but that's still
West
West
Coast.
Coast.
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Coast for me, I mean, it's still the game. If it's like a 1 o'clock game on the East Coast, yes, I can watch it because it's like 7, 8 o'clock. But by
yeah,
that
yeah,
time, I'm usually out or doing something else.
yeah. All right. So good. Just checking in here. This is good. Ba, ba. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we're gonna do this live. Hey, good morning, Arctic.
What's up, Arctic?
What's up? Actually, let me see if I have a code here. You know what? I have a code to give away for our viewers. I'm not gonna post it now, but it's for Chronos. I love this game, by the way. Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Nintendo Switch version. Switch 2. I mean Switch 2. But I'm gonna give out later during the live recording. Let's go Bears from Sleepy. Good morning, B Gamer. By the way, if you guys have any questions, because news has been kind of meh for me. I don't know. The news has been kind of weird. We'll talk about it on the show, but Bills got screwed. I missed that game, but a lot of people saying something happened. I don't know what exactly.
In overtime, there was a long play that was ruled an interception. As a Broncos fan, I'm taking it because screw the Bills. I'm a Broncos fan. I'm gonna root for my team. It was a bad call. There was some shiesty officiating over the last few plays of overtime. I will acknowledge that. But as a Broncos fan, once again, you gotta believe, dude. You gotta believe.
Believe. All right. All right, so we're live here now. It started. Perfect timing. By the way, guys, there's a lot of stuff coming up the next couple of weeks. Just bear with me, please. It's just a lot. I'm gonna try my best to post them right time, and hope you guys can check it out. Like coverage or anything like that. We'll see. So now your quarterback is out with a broken foot.
Yep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that was a gift to the gods, to the football gods, and may the Hurricanes win.
That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
Let me tell you this. I'm thankful that I'm not there or near there. That traffic tomorrow is going to be insanity.
Hey, and all of next week you got NAM. I put that in the group chat, by the way.
Yeah,
all next week is NAM in LA, so
Yeah.
your city is just going to be dog poop.
Yo, and I'm traveling around that time too, like towards. Wait, is it? Let me look at the time that you posted again, because I gotta look at the time.
That was I posted that this morning my time. NAM is all week from the 20th to the 24th.
Yeah. So, mine's is after this. My trip is after this way.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. So let's do it. Let me see. What episode are we? Oh man. Let me see. I know that we're
like season 27 or something like that.
30. Oh wait. You know what I noticed? Let me see something. Oh, it's 1486. That's a go. 1486. All right. 1486. Welcome to a brand new episode of Gamer Tag Radio. That's episode 1486. This is your host, Danny Pena, and also joining me on this episode of the GTR, where I have Peter Toledo. What's up, Pete?
What's up, dude?
How's everything in the other side of the world, man?
It's cold. Go Broncos. Let's ride. Won last night. Just getting ready. I have one more day here, and then I'm actually off to your neck of the woods. So,
that's gonna be
off to LA. Looking forward to seeing you, obviously Paris, of course, seeing Rihanna, and first time seeing Violet.
Oh yeah, you never met Violet in person. You know what? I was thinking about. Because Ree was asking, "Yo, when was the last time you guys got together?" I'm like,
wedding.
That has to be
just even. Me and you. The wedding. Before that, E3, the 2019.
2019 E3. That's the last time we were all together in person, not remotely in person.
The last time Voltron had formed, or I guess you want to say the Power Rangers, right? Because now we've got a new Ranger within the team.
Yeah.
2 new Rangers on the team, I guess. Apparently.
Yeah. No, but it's gonna be cool. Get everybody, I can't wait for you to meet Violet. Violet's getting so big.
I know.
Big.
I know.
Like,
All I see are pictures of birthdays and
yeah,
vacations and
yeah,
whatnot. And
yeah.
man, I haven't seen my brothers in 6 years.
6 years. Yo, I can't
More,
believe it's been
almost
so.
6.5 years. I haven't seen you guys
Yeah.
in a group. Obviously, I saw you and Rihanna like 2 years ago.
No, was it
No,
two
3
years
years ago.
ago?
3 years
3 years
ago for
ago.
your wedding.
Mm-hmm. That was the last time. Mandy was there.
Maddie
Shout
was
to
there.
shout to
Shout out to
Lady
everybody that
Luck.
was there.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, it was complicated getting everybody together at that wedding. It was still pandemic days, So,
I don't know so much. I
well,
mean, for me, it was,
here in the states,
I
because
guess.
you're. I think you guys were okay. You remember that at that time that was there was like a new Delta that just popped up a couple months before. Like it was just like it was a whole huge mess over here, bro. It was a
Remember,
huge
for
mess.
me, that was right around my heavy travel time. So I was going,
Hmm.
like, I had just come back from, I don't know. As
Yeah, you
Bryce likes to
always
say, my world tour.
you're always on the world tour. Always something, man. Always something. Yeah. So we have a couple of topics over here. Yeah, I don't know. The past couple of weeks, look, it's like this. Always like the beginning of the year. News is kind of slow, and I've been noticing that people have been like really digging for something. I'm like, yo, come on, just I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's people trying way too hard for news. I'm like, really? You need to. It's too much sometimes. But I'll tell you this. I know last week we had a conversation about the Division 3, and I think that was like a great topic last week about the Division 3. We're huge fans. Shout out to the team over there at Massive. But yeah, I heard a couple of things. There was some layoffs a couple of days ago too. And I'm like, and it's the team that worked on Avatar, and also the team. Some people have been working on, I think, the Division, also the new Division game, which sucks. But for those who don't know, the Division boss Julian announced that he's going to EA Battlefield, joining the team at Dice. EA Dice. Yep.
Actually, he's leaving to run Battlefield Studios, which is not just DICE, but yeah,
Oh,
DICE
so
is
is
the
it
biggest.
okay?
So he's going to be running Battlefield Studios in general. And when you come to think about it,
Hmm.
Julian Garrity isn't just the lead at Massive, right? He's spent 27 years at Ubisoft,
That's
right?
a long time.
So
That's a very
to
long
go
time.
from marketing and brand and then taking lead roles at Massive when Ubisoft acquired them in 2014 in anticipation of the launch of the first division.
Hmm.
He's been on that. He's been on the crew in other games. That's that's a massive legacy that he leaves behind in Stockholm and Malmo, right? With at Massive Entertainment, for
Hmm.
him to leave I mean, there's a lot of things in the background that you have to unpack when you think about this, especially
Hmm.
from a business or an enterprise perspective. How long was something like this in the works and why, right? Yes, the closure of Halifax Studio back in December from
Hmm.
the union dispute that they had, which was, they all unionized and they closed the studio. Now it's a layoff. They're doing a massive restructuring. They had a layoff of 55 employees last week across both Stockholm studios and Massive. And I'm curious, and this is the hard one. This is the hard one. This is the hard pill to swallow.
Hmm.
Did this have anything to do with passing of Vince Zampella last month on the 21st? Right.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll tell you this. I think the timing is kind of strange too, because I think this was planned a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was planned a little while ago too, man. Because just the timing of the layoffs and this announcement, I think he probably knew. This is just me guessing. I'm not saying, but
So here's my theory. And again, we don't know this. Yes, we know Julian. We've known Julian for years. We've worked with him on various, on various episodes and interviews and visits, etc. But someone in a lead position like this
hmm.
usually has a minimum 2 to 3 month exit clause in their contract. And
Hmm.
this is traditionally there to protect the employer, because it gives the business a chance to find a replacement. You've got, whether that replacement is an internal candidate or an external candidate, you got to
Mm-hmm.
determine a transition plan. You got to do training. You've got to coach that person up to be able
Mm-hmm.
to lead the program. Do they know what to do to lead that? In a case like this, you'd usually see some kind of a non-disclosure or a non-compete clause
Mm-hmm.
protecting Ubisoft or Massive or both from working with a competitor to protect their IP, especially someone of Julian's,
Position.
position and tenure, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to know a lot of things over what's, not just what's about to launch with the new stuff that's coming out, but future stuff that was related to Snowdrop, their engine that could be used in this point now to go back and feed the DICE engine.
Mm-hmm.
Unless this has something to do with the volunteer leave program that Ubisoft launched at the beginning of the year, that was offered to employees as part of the restructuring thing, right?
Of
Like
this
that I
year?
talked.
Of this year or last year?
No, it was beginning of this year,
Oh, this year.
right? It's
Okay.
because remember they had the Halifax, they had the restructuring,
Mm-hmm.
and then, as part of that restructuring that they did at the beginning of the year, they offered a volunteer leave program that gave people an opportunity to leave without penalty, to be able to, I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think they were able to use that to to leave, not lose their vested investment into 401k and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
This could, and this is why I think there was more to it than just, and I mean, dude, we're just at the beginning of the year, right? We're still in January. Again, I go back to that 2 to 3 month clause. Typically with European employment contracts, the longer your tenure with the company, the longer your exit clause or your exit period can be. It's a factor of multiple things. It's not just how long you've been with the company, but your position in the business, how much information. Someone like Julian would have probably a 6 to 12 month exit clause. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm speculating. I have no clue whatsoever what's going on there. I think this has been going on for a good 9 to 12 months, simply because of what he knows with regards to anything and everything going on at Massive. It's a third person shooter, but it's still something in the shooter space, something that
Mm-hmm.
we know EA is working on, or has worked on, whether we're looking at the failed attempts of titles like Anthem, etc. Those are all things that his knowledge of what's going on at Massive could be fed into a current, an existing, a future or past IP that EA is now working on. So again, with Vince running that whole section, I think what was happening is that they were carving out a space for Julian to build out bigger, better Battlefield Studios IPs so
Mm-hmm.
that Vince could focus on the key things, right? We know Respawn was working on a Star Wars project. We know Ubisoft was working on a Star Wars project. There's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many little things that, like, we could sit here all day long and drag red strings across maps and concepts and ideas that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of things to think about. The odd thing is, all of this just came out days after his interview at the New Game Plus showcase,
Yeah, it was
where,
like a week,
like he
right? A week
said,
ago.
yeah, it was a week
Yeah.
before, where, like, he stated Division 3 was shaping up to have a bigger impact than Division 1, and like you said, we spoke about that just last week, and it was like a day. It was literally the day after. Like, that was Monday. Sunday we did the show here last week, and then the
Mm-hmm.
day after is when Julian Garrity is leaving Massive for Battlefield Studios. It's just, and it's
Interesting
wild.
timing.
What's crazy is there's statements like that are made when the studio itself was almost closed, right? It was almost shut down last year, and if it wasn't for those five hard-nosed developers at Massive, salute to those agents, to use a pun from the game,
Mm-hmm.
the game wouldn't even be. We would have been talking about it last week. There would no be impact conversation or discussion. And it's thanks to those that we have a definitive edition coming out that now introduces Division 1 to a whole new slate of players that may have never experienced it. They may have heard about it, but they've never
Mm-hmm.
played it. We have Survival, finally coming back after, we originally saw it in Division 1, we never saw it in Division 2. And now we've got Division 3. Hopefully, we don't know what happens now, right? Because, those 55, employees out of, Stockholm and Massive were said to be division employees. So there's a lot of static going on now around that title. I don't know if a comment like that was made just to drum up funding or hype for a title that was thought to be dead.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And another thing too, like the last time I saw Jillian, and I mentioned last week, the last time I saw him, he was promoting Star Wars, the Star Wars game from the
Yeah.
Ubisoft. Yeah, that was the last time.
And
So
that's why I think, Respawn was working on the Star Wars game. You had Ubisoft working on a Star Wars game. And for him to come over, like I said, I think that conversation has been going on for a long, long time. Maybe that was one of the keys to him coming over was, hey, look, we know you're working on this and that's been shuttered. Maybe you bring that idea over to EA and we could build this out on the Respawn's, using Respawn's, resources and staff and build out a massive, no pun intended, Star Wars universe, using things like, because look, Respawn has the experience of a game with a much larger universe. I'm looking at Titanfall, right? And so with an Apex Legend mentality, why not? I mean, bringing him in, not to say that he would have come in to fix RedSec, which is, as great as Battlefield 6 had as an opening for the first 2 months, it's had an 80% plus decline in player count over the last 2 months. Everybody thought that RedSec was going to be its saving grace. Who knows? So maybe, I don't know. I don't know if Julian would have been coming over to fix Battlefield or RedSec, but I think if anything, I think it was to use his knowledge of what was going on at Massive and feed that into the EA Battlefield Studios engine for a much larger Star Wars experience.
yeah, I haven't really been playing Battlefield since since around launch. It's been a while for me.
Mhm.
Have you been playing it? Because I don't know
I haven't
if.
played it in 2 weeks. It's funny because the main Discord I'm in for gaming,
Mhm.
we had a massive jump in participation and growth in players jumping in
Mhm.
to play Battlefield, but a
Yeah,
bunch of people have like, yeah, we're done with Battlefield. It's just
it's hard, man. It's hard to keep up. People entertained with like, when they've finished with everything with with contents and all that stuff. Like people always gonna move on. So, but and that's everywhere, man. I know people always, well, some will go and check out like the numbers on Steam, but they don't know how things are going when it comes to the consoles and stuff. But
80% player drop. That's
on
a lot
PC,
of people.
PC, PC,
Still,
still
eighty
is big.
percent is still big. That's a
It's a
big number.
that's a big number. Yeah, it's a big number. Yeah, but yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen like in the future with the game. But I think they're gonna add a new season soon, right? I think, or it got delayed. One of the two, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me ask you this question, Pete. Because
Mhm.
I've been I've been I haven't really been active online as much. I've been like doing my thing behind the scenes, just chilling, post here and there, and I've been seeing a lot of tweets, especially after the Game Awards, about High Ground. Have you seen anything on High Ground? Like, you seen the trailer? Have you seen it?
So I saw the trailer. The game is from a new studio called Wildlight Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
led by former Apex and Titanfall devs.
Yes.
If you go through their About Us, you can meet their team, and you've got developers from a
Hmm.
wide range of titles and genres. We're talking Apex, Titanfall, COD, Destiny, Valorant. I'm literally reading a list of because I have it in front of me here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valorant,
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
Division, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Dead Space, Borderlands, Concord,
Hmm.
etc. Like the list goes very, very long. And it's not just that. You get people from League of Legends, You know,
That's a pretty good list. That's a pretty good list, though.
it's a huge list. I'm going to try to stop using massive because it keeps tying back into the
Yeah,
previous
yeah, yeah,
topic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but based on the trailer they showed, right, it's giving big Overwatch meets Valorant meets Marvel Rivals energy,
Hmm, hmm.
and I don't know if that's something we really need, especially because it seems as if nobody learned the lesson of Concord, right? It's essentially the same game with a different skin, just based off appearances alone, right?
Sure. Hmm.
According to Paul Tassi from Forbes,
Mm. Okay.
that's where the news of the spot that was at the Game Awards
Hmm.
was not charged to the studio, and
Okay.
that's a spot that allegedly costs like $500,000.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
How in the world that's news? How? Explain to me. Are people trying to like really dig for news? How in the world that's news? And look, I was debating, yo, should I even talk about this or not? Yo, in every industry that happens, in music, in movies, there's opportunities where the Oscars, for example, a movie's coming out, that will be like the perfect time to put, to promote the trailer. And
Hmm.
sometimes they do some business. Sometimes there are companies that pay, right, for a spot. And sometimes like, hey, if this is an exclusive and we're the ones that our show is the one that is gonna promote this for the first time, like premiere this for the first time, we'll give you that spot for free. How in the world is that news? Look, the past couple years, I've been seeing media talking about paying, paying for a spot, and they talk about how much it is. The Game Awards, the price is increasing, or whatever it is. People complain about that, but then when it's a game that's getting a spot, a free spot, let's just say, that's also an issue. So I don't know what is the point of all this. Like I get it. People are gonna have mixed reactions about High Ground. I personally haven't said anything because I just want to wait and see. I've been hearing there might be some events over the game. And they're inviting media and creators to play the game, which is a good thing. If the game is really bad, let's just say, do you think companies are gonna invite creators and media to play the game? You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like some people just want games to fail, and it's just ridiculous, yo. Like we've been talking the past couple of years of studios having layoffs. If this game, let's just say, is not successful, there's gonna be more layoffs too. So what is the point of all this, yo? What is the point of like talking all about this, man? Some people are just promoting this, and it's gonna change a lot of people's minds. Like, well, the game looks bad, I'm not gonna play it. But nobody has seen the game yet. They only seen the trailer. That's it. We don't know what the marketing team are planning to do with the game. Maybe there's a reason why they're quiet. But it's like, yo, all I'm saying is just give this game a chance and see what happens. And see what happens. But this whole thing, like, oh, they didn't pay for a spot, yo, that happens with every industry, man. It's not just the Game Awards. It's not just games. That happened with every industry. What is the? And I was gonna say it. I was gonna curse at that. But what is the issue? What is your goal out of all this? You know, yes, you heard it from somebody else. I get it. A nice little scoop. I get that. But that's not the first time. It's not the first time. I've seen that with many industries, music, movies. It's nothing new, man. It's nothing new. Look, there's companies that probably paid or just have for free for all these streams that the Spawnies, the New Game Plus, with everything we get to see, that happens, man. If you get an exclusive, there might be opportunity where people are like, hey, can you get it as a free spot? That would be big for you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It is annoying. It is annoying seeing like people just digging for something, that's not a big deal. You get what I'm saying? And then people make it as a big deal because now like everybody's mad. Oh, why are they not why did they mention this and this? And I'm like, oh my god, it's just ridiculous, yo. It is ridiculous.
I don't know. I think about stuff like this. as usual, I try to think about it in a business perspective and enterprise vision.
Mm-hmm.
Was this a favor to the studio? Because he could have picked probably any other title from a massive studio and collected, collected the check. I think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not sitting here pocket watch or anything. I'm sure Jeff is not struggling to come up with gas
He's not, man.
at the local station or
He's not.
whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Was this a potential backdoor deal for exclusivity, as you said? Using the exclusivity word, was this something maybe he was maybe he put this into his wallet, say, okay, look, I
Mm-hmm.
gave this to you guys, last year it comes out, I think it comes out next month. I want exclusivity on whatever, yada yada yada. Was he just a massive fan of what he saw in early views and just wanted to do them a favor, a solid? Who knows? But was the juice worth the squeeze, as the story goes? And did this do more harm than good in a genre that we've seen that is super saturated and has
Mm-hmm.
not done well in the last 12 months? Overwatch 2 launched to not a lot of massive fanfare. A lot of people wanted to go back to Overwatch 1. Nobody ever thought that we needed to go have an Overwatch 2. We saw what happened with a game like Concord. We saw what happened with other games like that. Unless you're the first to market on
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I'm thinking something like a Valorant. Every other one after that becomes so much more difficult to succeed with. So I don't know.
But
I
that's a different. But see, there's a difference between being like kind of like, oh yeah, the trailer was whatever. Like I get that part. That happens. Like we get look, we've been going to E3 for years. Been going to events all for years, right? And there's sometimes we're like, yo, the trailer's amazing, right? And then the game comes out, we're like, yeah, I don't know about this. So like that happens. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. But people get like I said, people are gonna have different reactions on the trailer. Like, look, there's trailers at the Game Awards that I was just like, okay, I bet they pay a spot for that. You know, that happens all the time. Um, but to sit here and just come up with like the most random news, they didn't pay a spot. Really? Come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. And yes, I get it. The team has been quiet about this game, and it's very close to launch. We don't know why. We don't know if it's part of the marketing. Okay, here's the thing, and we've been having this conversation multiple times now, the past couple of years. Marketing has changed throughout the years. Has changed, where some studios, some publisher will wait until closer to launch, so to start talking about the game and so on. Um, Music, let's say, yo, this artist that released the album, and then they do their interviews right after that. For example, Nas and Premier, they didn't do no interviews until like right after the album was out. And the
Yeah,
only
but
thing they only did one interview. No, but I'm just
but you
saying,
can't use Nas and Premiere
no,
and
no,
use
no,
that as a comparison to
no, Pete,
an unknown title and
Pete,
unknown studio.
Pete. I'm just talking about artists like music artists. I'm talking about like just randomly, they release the album and they do the interviews later. Look, if the rumors are true that there is an event soon, this week, next week, or whatever, maybe they're gonna have some interviews there, or maybe, or who knows? We're gonna get to see and hear from creators and media that are gonna get to play the game for the first time. Or we could just wait until the game comes out, and then we'll make a decision if the game is gonna be okay or not. And look, and I get what you're saying that it might not be successful because it's similar to Concord or whatever. I get it, but to sit here and just to drag the game, drag the game for weeks, just because they've been quiet and they only show one trailer at the Game Awards. Like, come on, man, really? I don't know. I'm just being salty about all this, man, because like I feel
I'm
like it's
more
just
salty that you just tried to compare two legends in the game
first of
with an
all,
unknown title.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about that, Pete. I'm talking about the way how marketing is nowadays. Like the attention span from people is totally different than how it used to be back in the
Of
days. Like
course,
there's so
100%.
much content. There's so people's on TikTok, YouTube, and all this. People aren't even watching live TV like I used to back then. You know, they're either playing a game or watching TikTok. Look, like the I think it was Matt Booty or somebody was saying from Xbox that their biggest competition is TikTok. I agree. A lot of people are just are invested on doing other things than actually playing a game or watching TV. Like it's different nowadays. So what I'm trying to say, back in the days when when an album was coming out, yo, they'll promote this for like a whole month, doing interviews and this and that. They're everywhere, right? Nowadays, you barely see artists doing interviews, or they just wait until after the album is out or whatever. You know, like that's what I'm trying to say. Now comparing Legends to a new game. I'm not trying to say that. I'm talking about the way how studios are actually promoting their album nowadays, like how it used to be back then, differently. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I get it. I get it. Look, at this point, this microwave society these days where everybody is competing for 140 seconds of your life, right? Or 280
Mm-hmm.
characters of your brain cycles on a mobile screen. Yes, but it's is it really about dragging a title before they even see it, or is it our industry's oversaturation and dependence on rehashing things we've seen 100 times before that have failed 85 to 90% of the time?
Well, okay, I'll tell you this. This same people that post, oh, there was layoffs at this studio, there's layoffs at this studio as news, is the same people dragging this game. And if this game becomes a failure, they are those same ones that are gonna write, oh, the studio had layoffs. Look, Rihanna, shout out to her because she's watching it. She wrote on Twitch, and if this game fails, a number of them will be out of all the developers that you mentioned from the list. That's why I get frustrated when people root against a game. We're trying to help our industry, yo. We're trying to like support as much as we can. Look, the economy is very different right now. Very, very different. It's all over the place, right? Everything is expensive now. We're being very selective on what games we're gonna buy and so on. But like, come on, man, really? We haven't even. Nobody has seen the game. No one. Zero. Zero. Maybe just Jeff, I guess. I don't know because he probably got to see it. And hey, we're gonna have this game on Game Awards. I get it. But who else? Who else from all these creators and media that haven't even seen anything and posting all this news? Who else have they seen the game? No. Like all I'm saying, give it a chance. If the game is not good, okay, I get it. But like now, people just coming up with random news. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, wait. Let's see what this person wrote here. This is on YouTube, but the point of the article was that it was a big spot for a new IP and then radio silence. That's the story, not dragging a game.
They're
Okay,
right. They're
they're
right.
right, but here's the thing: do they have to mention that they pay a spot or not?
I think you're
Is
missing the
that
point, though. I think you're missing the point from what this person just stated. The point of the article was not to drag it in any way, shape, or form. The point of the article was to say any other studio would have paid upwards of three to four to $500,000 for that spot. This game, which came out of nowhere on a studio that nobody knows or recognizes, got that for free. How or
okay?
why? That's
Let
it.
me.
There
Okay,
was
I'll tell you this.
nobody mentioned anything about dragging the title. So
Okay,
look, thank you
I
for
have
bringing that
something to
up
say.
because
No, I
that's
get
true.
it. I shout out to Bill, shout out to you, man, and I get it. But here's the thing: do you think do you think the studio's like, hey, Jeff, put us in the end of the show. We want to be the last ones. Do you think it's them or is it the
No,
producers the producers of the show to decide where the trailer is going to get played. That's the
Again,
thing. Because
again,
people, but no, but Pete, hold on a second. Hold on. Like, what I'm trying to say is the studio didn't select where the trailer is going to be placed. That's Jeff and his team select
and that's
where the
why
video.
I said what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Was this a favor to the studio? Was this a favor deal for exclusivity to say, look, we're putting you guys at the end because nobody else has highlighted your game? Or was Jeff just fangirling over it because he's liked what he's seen so far? And he's like,
Don't say
yo, I'm
that.
doing.
Don't say fangirl. Don't say that.
Why not?
No, no. I don't know. But anyways.
Why not? Why
It's
not?
like, okay, okay.
Jeff doesn't know. He couldn't pick me up out of a lineup. He just knows me because he knows you in Paris. So whatever, I can say what I want.
No, I get what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. But here, look. Rihanna wrote this. He wrote this. He wrote, it's possible they don't have a budget.
Oh, I know they don't have that.
Jeff,
I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain they don't have that 500K to drop on a spot like that.
and it says, and Jeff gave them a deal because he believes in it. I think
he
so.
liked the title. He liked the trailer. Maybe he's gotten behind the scenes access to the game.
Yeah.
Maybe he liked, and again, like that's why I said maybe he just did that as a solid to the studio because he liked what he saw. Paris, we're leaving you out of this, all right? Because last time I checked, your team is not in the Natty playing tomorrow.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
So, but again, is it because he did it as a solid, or is he doing this because he wants exclusivity later on down the line? Nobody is going to know, but that's the only point. This has nothing to do with dragging the studio or dragging a game.
No, it's okay. Here, it's okay. It's a couple things. I think that because this is the talk right now for like the past couple weeks that a game is radio silence and all that stuff. What else? Here's the thing, Pete. What else a creator or a media outlet could come up with that it is the talk right now online? And if someone finds out, hey, they didn't pay a spot, oh, this is perfect. They're going to talk about it more. People are going to come to my site and read the news and read all this. Like, was that even necessary? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of?
I see it differently. I don't think.
I see it differently. I don't agree with it. I just feel like it's just dumb. It's just.
I don't think that was intended. I don't think that. It's just. I think it's coincidence that they didn't pay for that spot, or hell, maybe he was just hard up for content at the end of that show and just needed something to plug in there. Because nobody else paid the 500K for that last one spot. He was like, all right, well then I'm gonna do a solid and I'm gonna throw these guys a bone and see what happens.
Here's the thing. What happened if there's other games that didn't pay the spot at that same award show? Are you guys gonna talk about it too, or is it just because it's high ground?
But
we don't know. I'm just guessing.
How are you gonna know though?
Because people are not going to talk about it. People are not going to say. I get it. I get that part. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like we, as an industry, should do better on a lot of things, man. Instead of like,
I 1000% agree with what Rihanna said. But I also think that the studios themselves have oversaturated our gaming experiences.
But that's a different that's a different conversation.
Like, again, that's a totally different conversation altogether. It's just, I don't know. We have way too many gaming titles that are put up on this pedestal as the next X killer or the next game of the year or whatever, simply because of a budgeting market or a marketing budget, and that's it. Right, it has there's no expectation for success other than hoping that the budgeting market is just, the marketing budget is bigger than the next one.
But here's the thing, that's been happening for a long time, where a popular game or genre is a big thing now in gaming. Then other studios are gonna copy and do the same exact thing. Sometimes it's a successful game, sometimes it's not. That has been happening since the early days of gaming. It's nothing new. And here's the thing. I remember the early
marketing has nothing to do with gaming. But
I'm talking. But it's in every industry. We're talking about games. So, like, for example, Yo, remember there was a time where Mario was a hit. Yo, everybody wanted to be like the next platformer. Like the Sonic was a big hit, but there was other ones that was like, oh, that was not good at all. Then another time where, yo, like everybody wanted to have a shooter with multiplayer. Remember that?
Everybody wanted to do a BR. PUBG started
Yeah,
it, and everybody created one
and everybody,
afterwards.
yeah. So like that happens, and I feel like right now, studios are just it's a hit or miss. They're trying to do some are trying to do new things. It doesn't work out too, man. That's the thing too, man. Like sometimes we get to see new stuff that we have never seen before, and the game doesn't sell because people don't want to play those type of games. So like, is that the studio's fault? Sometimes they want to play
Hell,
safe.
it's done that.
It sucks.
Yeah,
But that happens. Just like Hollywood, exactly. Exactly, just like Hollywood, man. You gotta take risks. It's hard, man. This industry is very, very hard. Yo. Look, every company is now doing, not every company, but a lot of companies are doing handhelds now. Cause that's the thing. PC handhelds. Like, look how many PC handhelds are out there, man. Because the Switch was a successful device. Some are doing a pretty good job. Some is just good, but just expensive. That happens. That happens. But let me see. Another one. Okay, okay. I'm gonna put this one out from Bill. Shout out to Bill, but it's not even about the money. It's the placement for Hype Train to leave the station and then Crickets. That's the point. But here's the thing, man. We don't know. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know the situation. You didn't even know if some marketing folks are gonna say, "Hey, no, let's stay radio silent until our hands-on event." That happens too, man. We don't know. We have no idea. The thing is, we're dying for new information. Dying for new information. That happens when it's something that's like you're very curious about a product or something. You want to know more about it. You reach out to PR. But what happened if the whole studio agree, like, hey, we're gonna stay quiet until a certain day? We have no idea. We don't know, and people shouldn't be angry about it. I get it. You want to know more information, but let's just wait and see if there is an event, a hands-on event. Why not wait until your favorite creator or media plays a game and they talk about it? Let's just wait. That's it. That's the point I'm trying to say. But I feel like people are getting angry for no reason just because they're radio silent. How's that a negative thing? I just don't get it. Like, how's that bad?
look,
That's
if you
all I'm
don't want
saying.
to, look, I'm gonna ask the hard question now. Look, if you do know or you've been invited, that's one thing, and if you can't say, you can't
I
say.
didn't get invited. I'll tell you right.
Okay.
I
Is
don't
there
know
an
anything about
event?
that.
Because that game launches in 8 days, free to play on Steam.
Wait, is what?
That game launches in 8 days,
In 8 days? Yeah.
free to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Right. So if there is an event, yeah, I mean,
Is
if
it next week? So 8 days is next
26th, the 26th,
26.
8 days. Today's the
Yeah.
18th. 8 plus 8 is 26. Or 18 plus 8 is 26. So
We
yeah,
have we have another one post here in the chat. Am I missing something? This game was announced in December and it's releasing a month later. How is that radio silence? Hey, are they gonna talk about it during the holidays? Hey, here's more information about the game in the middle of Christmas. It's like, come on. I don't know. Let's just wait.
it's
Let's
just
just
30
wait.
days. I mean, that's a $50,000 check that they didn't have to write. Hopefully, that was a $50,000 check that they could use towards paying the devs to a bonus for a successful game launch, that it came out the door on time, on budget, on schedule. You know, hopefully that reduces payments for the studio, so the success of the trailer and the hype can help that studio pay its bills for, like I said, salaries, etc., for the next 6 to 9 months, so that the studio can continue to build out DLC and content for the game, so that it doesn't die like every other game that we've seen over the last 10 years. A lot of ifs, right?
A
But
lot of ifs, yeah, yeah.
but
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 you
I
know
think
what?
the question is why? Why did they get the okay? Why did they get the gift? Right? Why did they get the golden unicorn gift?
And you know what? It's not on my business. It's not your business. It's nobody else's business, yo.
We're just
Who,
nosy bochinches, bro.
who gives a fly fuck if the shit was free or not, yo? Who cares, yo? And I'm cursing you
You
because
gotta beep
it's
that out. You
frustrating.
have to bleep that out.
I'll beep it out. I don't care. But yo, who cares, yo? Who cares? Who cares? If they're radio silent, more power to them, yo. Because you know what? I feel like it's good to do something new, man. It's good. What happened if the game is successful? Let's just say the game is successful, Pete. A big, huge hit. Then what? Are people gonna come up with something else to talk about? You know, like let's just wait and see, man. Let's just wait. That's the point. Let's just wait. And then look, I get it. Yo, there's some creators and media. They gotta eat. They gotta pay the bills. I get it, yo. But I'm not falling for that shit, yo. I am not falling for that. I'm gonna wait and see. And if I find out that one of people that we know got to play the game, hey, yo, are you allowed to talk about it, or I'll just wait until the release information about the game. I'll wait and see, and I'll make my decision based on that, or I'll play myself when it comes out, which is free, right? I'll play it.
Or Jeff
That's
hit
it.
him with the Mafia hit. Okay, I'm gonna give this to you all for free, but y'all are gonna have to give me 3 points on the launch.
Another one said my theory is that it was originally scheduled to be a shadow drop, but got delayed. Was too late to change the reveal, so they rolled it with it. That's possible. I
But
mean,
then still, why charge them 500? Why not charge them 500K like every other game
yo,
title?
but Pete, it's not.
I'm pocket watching now. I'm doing. I'm
I
doing
know,
the-
I know, I know.
I'm pocket watching.
Pete, what I'm trying to say, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
I'm pocket watching. My bad.
Who cares? Look, man. I think it was like a couple years ago. I saw Khalif from Spawn on Me on screen at the Game Awards. They've been in an interview. They flew to Portland. I think it was like a Facebook thing. Yo, do you think they were like, hey, if you want to be on the show, Kyle, you have to pay $500,000 for your spot? Do you think, or do you think Facebook? They probably had a deal with Facebook. Yo, who
Spotlight.
know? Who know? Like, who cares? Who cares, yo? Like, hey, if they paid it, good for them, yo. If they have the money, go for them. That happens, you know. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting harder and harder, man. It sucks that now developers like can even they say that they worked on the game because people are just talking about something. Like, come on, man. Who cares, yo? People just wilding out, yo. All right. By the way, I know this week actually, right? I think this week is the developers direct.
Yep.
Yes, this week,
Yes.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
The
I'm
19th.
excited.
No,
I know last week we talked about predicting, and this was the after show for those that didn't listen to it or watch it. Can I release that conversation after the show as a podcast? Because it was so good. It was so good, the conversation of like us predicting what Xbox games is coming out and when and so on. I said Fable was coming out in May. I said that. That was me. I thought Forza Horizon 6, which is based in Japan, I thought that was going to come out earlier during the year. But now that it looks like this got leaked, and this was Xbox that messed up. When you opened Forza Horizon 5, they had a pop up that said the official date of Forza Horizon 6.
Well, let's correct that.
Wasn't it like that?
It was a pop up that one person captured on a capture. Nobody else has been able to recreate, right? And it was a pop up that showed the early release or early access date of May 15th, which is usually 3 to 4 days before the actual release. So May 19th
Sure.
would have been the actual release date.
Yeah.
It was leaked by Xbox Infinite on Twitter, and yes, I'm going to say Twitter. I refuse to use the other name. But yeah, and look, like you said, the developer direct is coming this Thursday. That will confirm or deny whether that was true. But yeah, nobody else, and that person's been hit up by many people. I'm not gonna.
Oh, it's all good. You have to say.
But
you have
it's
to
a
say.
lot of people have hit them up saying how and where because I'm trying to replicate it. Nobody else has been able to replicate it and show it.
So it's not. It's not.
It's not
It's not official. It looks like
not
it's official. Though. It's not
unofficial.
official.
It's
Okay.
unofficial. But again,
Right.
in today's day of AI and Photoshop, anything is possible.
And that's true. That
Take
is
it with
true.
a grain of salt, the size of this mouse,
That is very, very true. I mean, it's
the size of this Microsoft mouse.
Yeah. But let's make believe. Let's make believe that it is that date. Where, where will you put Fable now? Because I know
You put it.
Paris said was it September? Let me go look back. I think Paris said September. I'm trying to figure out because I know we were going back and forth on. We're going back and forth on Twitter/X. Okay, so he said, yeah. So Forza Horizon 6, he says May now. Halo CE August. Fable September. Gears October, which I think is a Gears. I 100% agree with the Gears October. That is perfect. Halloween theme, that type of thing, you know. Call of Duty November. I think that's a good one. I think that's a good thing. I'm just kind of iffy with Halo. Halo makes more sense September. Is it possible you might see Fable and Halo the same month, but like spread it out
I
in
think
a
they
way?
spread it out monthly, like Paris said last week. This release in May ties in more so with the comment from was it Nate on Twitter
Yeah.
that has done previous leaks as well as has leaked things in the past that said it would come out in the first half. So that kind of ties in to that
Hmm.
theory. Again, speculation. We're all
I mean,
talking
it's all
outside
fun. This
far
is all
enough at this
talk.
point.
It's all fun. It's not a confirmation or anything. You know, it's just we just having a
Again,
conversation.
Thursday will be the ultimate confirmation
Yeah.
because that's when Xbox is having the developer direct and they'll say yes or no. That will confirm or deny it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a very interesting Thursday. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to see if I can stream it. We'll see. Are you gonna be in town during that? No, you're gonna be out right at that time.
Thursday? No, no, no. I'm in town. I land Tuesday afternoon and I leave Saturday afternoon.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I'll be around. I don't call me though for some restream
Nah,
event thing.
you're
No,
like I'm
I'm not
good.
gonna do it.
I'm good. I'm
I'm
meeting
seeing you
some.
guys for dinner. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man. Anything else, Pete? Oh wait,
Uh,
Paris with the angry face. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to
that's
Paris.
okay. I'm just looking forward to seeing you guys' faces this weekend, this
Yeah, it's gonna
week.
be fun, man. We haven't gotten to chill like this in so long.
6 years, man. 6 years. I haven't
6 years.
seen. We have not gotten together in 6 years.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, man. But yeah, guys, head over to gamertagradio.com. Put your comments and feedback. Listen to our past episodes of GTR. That'll be very, very helpful. Subscribe if you get the chance on any podcast platform out there, podcast app. We're everywhere. Subscribe and let us know your thoughts about the episodes and so on. We have more content coming up in the future. Make sure to tune in. And also, if you would like to give us a call, it's been a while we haven't done fan mail. I would love for you guys to send questions for us. Fan mail at gamertagradio.com or give us a call 786-273-7GTR. That's 786-273-7GTR. And I'll play the podcast here, your audio message. And you could go also to SpeakPipe. Go to SpeakPipe/GamerTag Radio, SpeakPipe.com/GamerTag Radio. Go so do it from your phone. You have different options. If you guys would like to be part of our future episode of Family, we haven't done it in a long time, but it's up to you guys. Up to you guys if you want us to answer your questions. Anything else, Pete? You good, right? All
That's
right.
it, man.
All right. We're gonna wrap it up here and probably do a little bit of a after show. Until next time, we're out. Peace. By the way, I know we got a couple of viewers, different places, Twitter/X, YouTube, and also Twitch. So I remember earlier I said that I have a code here, and look, I haven't touched this at all. It's been sitting on my desk for months. This is for the game Chronos, the New Dawn. Dope game. Reminds me a lot of like Dead Space, that type of thing. Highly recommend it. If you have the Nintendo Switch 2, this code is for you. So, what do you mean stop copying you? I've been having this for months. I just is there sitting there collecting dust. Paris, Lily.
Why don't you come on the show and talk that trash?
Yeah, come to the show and
Show
talk.
that same energy online. Bring it on the show.
Say it to my face. All right. I don't care what you did 2 days ago, Paris. I don't care.
Send a link.
I don't care. All right, I'm gonna put it right here, and you guys copy it. Do your thing. All right. This is the code. Go to the eShop. Go to the eShop. Go to the eShop. I'm leaving it here for a little bit. Screenshot that. Whatever. Take it. This is all yours. Here you go. I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit. See, Paris, I posted on camera. You posted a picture on X. Totally different from me. So stop saying that I copied you, because I did it. This is it right here. If you have the eShop app, you could do this. All right. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4.
Got it.
3.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't.
1. Boom. If you got it, let me know. If you got it, let me know. That's all. Oh, he wants the link? Oh.
I already sent it.
Come, Paris. Use your phone or whatever phone you have there or device. I don't know. I don't even know if he's home. I have no idea. Let's see if he joins, but it was an interesting conversation today. Yeah, it was cool.
I did my homework.
I know you did. I did my homework.
That Star Wars thing was good. You have to give.
No,
it
that was good. That was pretty good. That was Star Wars. Did anyone get? Yeah, anybody got the code? I would love to know if you guys got the code. If you got the game. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, viewers.
Is that an S or a 5?
I believe that's a letter. That's an S. That's an S. Oh God! Oh God! Here it goes. Help me, God! Help me, God! Help!
Wait, so you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, but we don't. You have no
video.
No video.
I'm on my fucking phone. That's why.
Whoa!
I'm literally
Look at
talking you through the Tesla.
Look at that! Look at that with that terrible connection, yo. 1G. 1G.
But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Absolutely. Yeah, Crystal.
Okay. All right.
What's the problem, Paris? What is the problem?
No, I was like, stop copying me, because I did that like 2 days ago. 3 days ago, I did that.
I don't know, and I don't care.
You saw me do it, and you got the idea to do it just now.
Yo, I told Ree a long time ago I was gonna do this months ago, and I forgot.
And guess what? And guess what? You didn't do it till I did it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, please, stop. Oh, Rihanna says, "Wow, I've never been in a place with Pete, Danny, and Paris at the same time."
I know, but like Pete said, that's crazy. I mean, I've the three of us have not been together since E3 2019.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's insane.
I mean, yo, I was even dating Ree at that time.
Yeah. I know.
I haven't met Ree at that time. And P has never met Violet.
Yeah.
I've just seen pictures. I've seen her online. I've interacted with her more on Twitch, like after the show or whatever.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Because we'll have our conversations after the show or whatever. I've interacted more with her on TV. I wonder if she'll even recognize who I am because I'm not on the screen.
You'd be surprised, man. She is like really good at memorizing. Like, remember?
She
gets that from her mom.
She knows me.
Gets that from her mom.
Oh yeah, she knows Paris. Like, even when I think she saw him for the first time, she didn't want to say anything to Paris. She's like just quiet, just observing and not saying anything. After he left, she was like, "Hey, where's Uncle Paris?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" And sometimes I'll pick her up, and she'll go, "Dad, can you call Uncle Paris?" Like, yeah, I'll call, and I'll call, and she's like, "Hello," talk to him on the phone.
Yeah.
It's funny. Let's see
That's
if she
funny.
sees Uncle Pete. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. What's
Uncle
funny
Pete.
is, and Paris is gonna probably make you blush. My mother-in-law knows who you are.
Hey, what? Hey, that ain't gonna make me blush.
She's like,
You,
she
you
says it
got
in
you.
Spanish. She says it in Spanish, and she's
Yeah.
like, is Peter still doing that show with the guy whose voice I like? Because he sounds like Barry White.
Oh,
Okay, Pete. How old is your mother-in-law?
God bless her heart. She's like 80 something. She's like
Oh,
83.
well, tell her thank you, and that is quite the compliment to be compared to Barry White.
no, but you gotta be with your smoother voice. I gotta change it up a little bit. I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I gotta remember how to freaking clip this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna send this to my mother-in-law. She's actually, unfortunately for her, she's back in the hospital today. So I think that'll make her feel better.
Well, I hope she gets better, man. Hope she gets better. Oh, Paris has a deeper voice on the next episode all of a sudden. Oh, that would be hilarious, yo. Yo, Paris, what we thought about the conversation today? Just
I was
Wow,
listening.
that sounded quick.
I was listening in and out. I mean, as far as the Julian part goes, I mean, you nailed it. Clearly, this had been in the work. Like when we first heard it, my instant thought was, "Oh my God, they just recruited him to replace Vince." That was my instant thought.
yeah,
And then, but then when you logically think about it, I go, it doesn't move that quick. So clearly, this had already. Even unfortunate that Vince passed, obviously, but he was joining regardless of Vince or not. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Right.
it just really comes down to just how long has this been going on. And when you think about the instability at Ubisoft right now, hey, I can't blame anybody for leaving, man. Really
yeah.
can't.
Gotta make moves, man. Gotta pay the bills. You know.
I mean,
get it.
think about it. I won't say the name, but one of our favorite people in PR that used to be at Ubisoft is at Xbox now, because that person saw the writing on the wall and was like, "I'm out."
Yep.
You know?
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens. What you thought of the conversation about high ground?
That's what I mean. I only heard a little bit of it. I mean, because remember, what was it, Monday? I was like saying publicly, I'm like, look, I don't know if this game is good or bad, but I go, silence is deafening. Y'all just need to say something. That was my thing. I wasn't judging the game or whatever, because who the frick knows. But to be the last thing shown at the Game Awards and then nothing, that was kind of odd. But then we find out Jeff did it because he just obviously liked whatever they were doing and gave them the final thing. They didn't pay nothing. I mean, and it was funny because, certain people immediately on the phone, DMs, hey man, there's a creator event happening. You ain't going? No, I ain't going. They ain't invite me.
Yeah.
So, so obviously they're doing something. We know a few people that are going to it, but we'll see. I mean, you judge the game for what it is, and ultimately it's free to play. You can go try it if you're curious and see for yourself. That's all. But
Look, man, yeah, go ahead.
it was just the fact that the game was coming so quickly. You were the last thing shown at the Game Awards. Millions of people got to see you, and then you went radio silent. Personally, I don't agree with that. Even though, you're doing a creator event, I get all that. I still would have been active on social media. I would have just been putting stuff out, little stuff. But that's just me. That would have been my approach, regardless.
Yeah, and I get it. I get it, but here's the thing: we don't know behind the scenes what's going on. Like we don't know. It's just
No, and I get it.
And,
I get it.
I don't know. Yeah,
But I agree with you, like you said. People need to stop fucking rooting for games to fail. You have no idea how bad that is. It is terrible for this industry for games to fail. it is a ripple effect across the industry, because if a game fails, layoffs, studio closes. Now those people are scattered to find like, it's fucking bad. I can cuss this episode. It's fucking bad. Stop
Yeah.
rooting for that shit, because you don't realize you don't know what you're saying. You're on social media saying a bunch of nonsense. You know what the fuck you're talking about. That's what it really comes down to. You know, just look, tech period. Everything that we're seeing right now is bad. I don't give a fuck if you got a crypto coin or AI. It's bad. Too many people are losing jobs. Too much shit is just all over the place. There's so much uncertainty. Prices are raising across the board. Anybody rooting for, like, I saw one of these Twitter troll idiots was rooting for Satya. Remember the rumors about the Microsoft layoffs, and then that got shot down? He was rooting for Satya to lay off more employees because another Xbox bad. The fuck are you doing? You're an idiot. You know, you off in freaking Laos or Cambodia, some goddamn where, talking shit, and you don't know what you're talking about. Bro, look, this is an episode. Look, this is the real me. Anybody watching right now, this is how I talk off camera.
No, I agree with you, man. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, what is the fucking point of all this shit? What is the point? You just want to get clicks?
Yeah, that's all it is. I own the Xbox fans because more employees got laid off and more lives got disrupted. I win. No, go fuck yourself. Seriously. And that's in any company. Because look, maybe I shouldn't say it on camera, but I may know some other layoffs that are going to happen. And it fucking sucks. And it has nothing to do with gaming. It's in another industry of tech. But the point still remains. This is not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
All the creators, all the media that were talking so much shit about Concord. All of them.
Bad.
The people that worked on that game, they got to lose their job. Because look,
matter of fact, go ahead. Sorry.
There could be different reasons, right? You know, the marketing or whatever it is, right? But the creators and media that were promoting that and pushing that for a long, long time, they still got their job. They still got their little website or YouTube, whatever, to promote other crap. But all those people that worked in that game for years got to lose their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of the creators and media are really fucking with people's lives right now when it comes to jobs and all that stuff, man. It's just like, I get it. We're gonna have different opinions about if a game is good or bad. I fucking get it. I get it, but sometimes I feel like it's an agenda from a lot of people because that's how they get clicks. That's how they get clicks or views.
Yeah, because it doesn't affect me directly. I don't care. It's engagement. Do it. Yeah, you know. But like, you know, we know some people that worked on Concord, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I know some of them. They bounced back. They're at other jobs. But I know one person in particular that was a year and a half ago now. Firewalk closed. Still out of a job. Still doesn't have a job.
And guess what? Those same people are the first ones say, "Oh, there was layoffs at studio. Oh, I feel bad for other people." Man, fuck you, man. I feel like you guys are faking this shit. No, I'm dead serious, man. A lot of them are faking it, man. Because look, that's the way how they get clicks. That's how they get engaged and all this shit. And it's just like, we got to stop supporting that bullshit, man. I'm not saying you don't have the right to have opinions. We're gonna have opinions if something is good or bad or whatever. You know, I get that part, man. But sometimes I feel like people will come up with like the most ridiculous reason to post some nonsense as news. That's the part that I'm like, really? That's news?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there's a whole sector of the creator space, the YouTube space, that they purposely every day, it's 4 or 5 videos a day. That's rage bait. That's all it is.
Yep.
Like, I don't give a shit what you're political, religious. I don't care about none of that. This ain't about that. This is about people that purposely manipulate negative news for engagement. You know what you're doing, where you'll partially say what's going on because you'll focus on what's bad. Look, I'm gonna say this because you know I don't give a fuck. Dreamcast guy in what we do, right? Obviously, I've had my things with him. That motherfucker, look, for real, that motherfucker posts Xbox bad 4 or 5 days a week. And as we both know, Danny, because he said it to me in person, it pays the bills.
I was there.
It pays the bills. He fucking said it to me directly. So when you see all those crazy things, he knows exactly what he's doing. And he's not the only one. And that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. You know, you try to do things the right way. Look, we don't get everything right. And obviously people will hold us accountable for what we get right or we get wrong. That's fine. But you have people that purposely just say a bunch of crazy shit. Like, again, because, you know, we see the crazy screenshots online where you hold up a controller. Yo, he ran with the Steam machine being $1,000 as it was fact. Just stuff like that. It's like you don't do research. You half-ass report something just because you know that will get you engagement. He reported on the Microsoft layoffs as it was fact when it immediately got shot down. It's just stuff like that where you will take a rumor and you run with it as a factual thing. I can't stand it. You can talk about rumors all you want, whatever, but you promote to an audience to purposely rile them up. Because half the audience will believe you and the other half that doesn't believe you, they're mad that you're doing it. But either way, guess what? You got the engagement and that's all you care about.
And my question is, if you were incorrect and you found out that you were incorrect, did you fix that? Did you update that?
Of
I really
course
fucking
not.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Of course
I
not.
doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Of course not.
Yeah.
There's no incentive to.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where I don't know, like it's just weird now. I barely read news because there's so much clickbait shit.
Yeah, it's just nonsense.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot, bro. It is sad that we were fighting for independent media back in the early days, right? And I feel it's gotten to the point where now it's all about the money than actual spreading real news or real information out there. Now it's like, well, let's see how can I get somebody really mad so they could be engagement, and that's more money for me.
Watch what happens Thursday. Watch what happens Thursday. I'm telling you right now. No matter what they show at this developer direct, there will be people that will spin it into a negative. I promise you that. 100% promise you that. I don't care if Fable looks like the second coming of Christ. Somehow, some way, it'll be Xbox is bad. They're using AI and they're laying people off. I promise you that.
Or it's coming out. It's coming out on PlayStation 2. I mean, now, come on.
Yeah.
By now in 2026, we know it's gonna come out on PlayStation.
Well,
or Switch or whatever.
You've been seeing that this week already. People still running with the multi-platform thing. Look,
oh my god,
I was just stuck my foot in my mouth over it because I didn't think it was going to happen to this scale. But guess what? It is. We know it. You shouldn't expect any game that Xbox Game Studios to make to not eventually show up on a PlayStation. Why wouldn't it? At this point, why wouldn't it?
It's not new. It's not new.
So how is it news?
I don't know, bro.
It's crazy, man.
It's just, it is sad, yo.
Yeah.
2026, sad as fuck.
No, it is. It definitely is.
I get it. Yo, people gotta eat. I get it, yo. I get it. But yo, like, I feel like a lot of people have gotten smarter with that, yo. Like, where it's like, that's a clickbaity. I mean, but here's the thing. Even the people that knows it's clickbaity, they still fucking click it to see what they're saying. I don't fucking click it. I don't read it. I don't watch none of the videos like that. I don't support that shit. I don't support it, yo. I don't. Because the more you do that, that's gonna encourage other people to fucking do it, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It sucks it's gotten to this point, man. But put it this way. Have you noticed those same people that post clickbait shit, they have never get invited to an event. And if they do, maybe once, and then they stop getting invited from there on. They don't get invited to shit, yo. They don't. They don't. Look, I appreciate so much, and I'm thankful where we get invited. You know, we get to play games, you know, hands on. We talk about it on the show. We get this stuff review before, and also I'm thankful that we get opportunity to sit down and talk to whoever, developers, execs, whoever from different companies on our show, which is hard to do, which is really, really hard to get the opportunity like that nowadays, especially. But here's the thing: it's not about kissing butt. It's not about none of that shit. It's about building that trust. Does it make sense for so and so to be in this podcast, or so on, or sit down with Paris or sit down with Danny to talk about whatever? And I feel because of our work, people know how we work, that they're very open to have someone to go on a show to talk about things. You know, if you just post trash content and just clickbait and always angry and all that stuff, do you actually think a company is gonna go and be like, hey, let's have so and so to be on their platform to talk about
Is Pete
talk about
typing?
shit? Yeah, Pete.
Yes, I am.
Mute that goddamn keyboard. What's wrong with you?
This comes from the same dude that does that with his crinkly little water bottle at the same time in the show.
Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh,
You know what? You know what? I haven't seen you since E3 2019. I hope I don't see you again until E3 39, 40, 28. Exactly.
until the next console. The next console.
No, I'm hearing everything you're saying, Dan, and I agree. But again, because I'm sure this is being hate watched as we're talking about this right now.
Hey, well, fuck you. Clip this.
No, but what you're saying is spun against us. Oh, you're access journalism. You do this, you do that. It's like you literally can't win. It's like
I don't give a fuck. I really don't care.
No,
I really don't care.
I get it.
You know what it is?
Remember, I just bring up this example all the time because it was wild to me. So Avowed came out. I freaking loved Avowed. I make zero apologies for the score I gave Avowed because that's how much I liked it.
I like it too.
They had sent me the mask, right? I didn't. Yeah. This was after launch. I had already given my review. I got the mask thing. So I don't know, what was it? 2 weeks later, I posted, just took a picture. Hey, I got the mask. Cool. Yeah. Bro, there was one of those rage bait videos from the dude that, allegedly his Twitter account got hacked, trying to say that Microsoft paid me off and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's just like, bro, you can't really, it was nonsense, obviously, but this is what I'm saying. This is what they do. Even if you are, because we're influencers or whatever the hell you got now, even if you give an opinion on a game, good or bad, if you receive some merch from it, now you're paid off. It's just like, bro,
man,
get a life. Seriously,
get a life. We've been doing this just way too fucking long because we love this shit.
Oh yeah,
we love this shit. We love this. We could have stopped a long time ago. Paris was thinking about stopping a long time ago too.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the pandemic, if it was not for the pandemic, I was out.
Yeah. And here, there's always going to be something. I posted a picture that we were at Obsidian. A picture. And I'm like, I do that with, I've done it with Remedy. I've done it with Xbox. I've done it with multiple companies. I'm at the studio. I'm going to fucking take a picture because I'm proud that I managed to achieve that. I've never been to their studio, ever. Sega, same thing. I take a picture. Oh, no. It's a kiss the ass. I'm like, man, fuck you. You have no idea. You have no idea the shit that I fucking went through behind the scenes to get that opportunity. For years working, this shit, all this stuff, working really, really hard for years. And because I built my name in our podcast, because we've been working really, really hard behind the scenes, companies like, I like the way how they work. It's not about kissing ass or anything like that. It's more of like, they keep it real. There's people that came up to us like, I like when you guys keep it real because that motivates us to make the product better. They say that. They don't say like, oh, Paris, you can't say that. You can't say that. That's not. No, we're never gonna invite you again. We're never gonna give you an opportunity because you're hating our product, bro.
Here's the truth.
Yeah.
Here's the truth that they never want to hear. They never want to believe, but it is 100% the truth. Mm-hmm. You have been doing this even longer than I have, but I have been doing this. It's 20 years now. 2006 is when I started doing this. Mm-hmm. Not once once has a company ever come to me and told me what I could or could not say. Ever.
That same here.
Ever.
Not even one.
Ever. And people they want to not believe that because they want to believe there's some hidden agenda. They don't want to believe that, oh, wait, you actually bust your ass and you freaking work hard and you grind to get these opportunities. They don't want to believe that part. They just believe that you're secret. There's some secret discord and again, the whole Lono Reforge thing when I got into it with him last year. Oh, you're just repeating the marketing points that Xbox is telling you because we interviewed Phil Spencer. Kiss my fucking ass. And I will say that every time.
Yeah.
My opinion is my opinion. Is my opinion always right? Of course not. Can my opinion change with new information? Of course it can. Because guess what? I'm an adult. I'm an adult and I'm logical. And of course, I'm not going to... It'd be like the multi-platform thing right now. It would be like me in 2026 still complaining about the multi-platform thing for Xbox. Why?
Mhm.
It ain't going to change anything. I don't have to necessarily like that Halo's on PlayStation, but I'm smart enough to understand the reality of it.
Yeah.
And you and I both said it. When we played Gears of War on PlayStation 5 and realized, you know what? Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Who cares?
It
doesn't
works.
matter.
It
It's
works.
fine. Whatever. Okay, you can play it. So same with Halo. I am purposely going to play Halo on PlayStation 5 because, yeah, it's weird to say in theory, but ultimately you're just playing a video game. Who gives a shit? Ultimately, you should be focused on the games themselves, not the fucking plastic that powers it to play it. Who cares?
Yep.
Ultimately,
But you have to notice.
but that's what an adult thinks that way. Someone that is mature and logical thinks that way. You're dealing with entitled, privileged, spoiled children online, adult children online, who are very comfortable sitting behind their keyboard being upset about shit that don't fucking matter.
But that's the only thing.
really what it comes
That's the only
down
thing
to.
for them. That's the only thing for them, though. Staying
Yeah.
at the house, angry because they can't get out of the house and touch grass. That's the problem.
Oh, they can go touch grass and go do whatever they want, but it's
They choose
easy.
not to.
They choose not to. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. See, I touch grass and sand and all kinds of shit all the time. I'm always out.
Yeah.
I'm always out. Pete's
Man,
always
it
out.
just-
Paris too, you know.
And I know we're just kind of bitching, but who cares, right? But it's just a thing of, it's like, okay, you sound like you're a broken record at this point. Okay, I get it. Because guess what? We're gonna keep doing what we do, and obviously we must be doing something right. Because I'm trying to remember what it was. Someone got pissed at me. I'm trying to remember what it was I got, or I had something and it was like,
Shocking.
it's easy for you to say because you get everything for free. And it was like, what? First of all, anything that you do get is not free, because guess what? Companies don't hand out products for free. There's clearly something they want you to do. They want you to talk about the product. And obviously you're going to give your unbiased opinion on it, because going back to what I said before, but that's why they send you something, because they want you to talk about said game or said piece of hardware or whatever the case, right? They don't act the kindness, or, you know what? I want Danny to have the new Xbox just for the shits and giggles. No, they want Danny to have, like, again, when the Series X came out, they sent Danny that Series X, and what did he do? He turned it into a moment where he got one of the first non-quote-unquote creators or journalists in the world got to play on the Series X, filmed it, all that. Companies want you, that was good for Xbox at the time. So this is why they send you these things. And it wasn't that Xbox told Danny to do it. Danny decided to do it because that was content for, obviously, us, our channel, what we do.
And I didn't get paid for that shit either. I just did it because I love that. And I was also wanted to give back to, like, the healthcare workers, like something. It was something new, and I knew everybody was going to talk about the specs. I was like, nah, I'm doing something different.
Yeah.
And guess what? Shout out to Medic. He still to this day talks about, like, that was like a highlight for him. Still to this day. I saw him a couple years back. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I saw him in New York. He was like, yo, thanking me. Yo, man, thank you so much, man. That was so much fun, man. I have never experienced that in my life. And that's okay, man. I'll give you another example, Paris. I'll give you another example. You know the ROG Xbox Ally X. You got it way before me, right? You give your opinion. You said, "Oh, Steam Deck is the Steam Deck is better or whatever." You said something about it, right? Asus hit us up. They were like, "Hey, we want to be on your show to talk about it and answer all your questions." We're like, "All right." There was stuff that you said that you didn't agree on your review, right? And then something that you like. Okay, this certain things I did like about the system, and they came to our show. Yo, we had the longest conversation, yo, and we had a great
And
conversation. And they said I listened to your review.
that
Let's talk
shocked the
about it.
hell out of that shocked the hell out of me too. He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you saying." I was like, "What?" Right?
Yep.
But that's actually a prime example of it. Yes, Asus and Xbox sent me the thing early. I reviewed it, obviously on GTR, talking about it on Kind of Funny as well, posted on my YouTube channel, and I was pretty consistent across the board that while I liked it, there was things about it I didn't like, and if you were to ask me to recommend a gaming handheld to a consumer, I'm still going to tell you to go get a Steam Deck for X, Y, and Z. But the whole point of that is you explain the positives, you explain the negatives, you talk about what can be improved, and you go from there. And obviously, like you said, we had that same conversation directly with Asus when we talked to them. So it's like, oh, we're like, oh my God, they might not never send me a whatever again. No, you give your opinion.
Yeah.
You don't review something out of fear of losing access. If a company takes access away from me because they didn't like what I had to say about their product, then that's a company I don't need to be working with.
Exact 100%. And here's the thing, too,
That's all it comes down to.
yeah, and all the creators and Pete Paris, I know you guys will agree with this. You could be successful without clickbaiting. You could be successful on creating content and doing things without being angry and rage bait and clickbaity. You could be successful without that. And here's the thing: it's been working for us, and we're doing this way longer than a lot of these people. Way longer, over 2 decades, and still,
You know,
and still. You go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Finish. I'm sorry.
No, but you're saying that there's ways to be successful instead of focusing on that, because here's the thing, that the whole clickbaity thing, that's temporary. People are gonna move on. People are gonna move on. Algorithm changes all the time. Look, with us, yo, we've been getting hits here and there and some not hits, and but we still doing it. We still doing it because eventually people are gonna go back and listen to that content. People, I think, focusing so much on, like, I need to have certain amount this day, this week, in order to be the video to get successful. No, there's ways to do it, man. Algorithm change, man. Change the whole thing for content creation and media in general.
Oh yeah, it's always changing. But
Yeah.
but the other thing I was going to add to it was because I get a lot of crap because I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of different stuff with Xbox over the years. But excuse me, sorry. But what people don't realize is, well, actually, people that have listened to us for a long time do know this. Rest in peace to Albert Pinello. I was on IG on Locked with Aaron Greenberg, and we were giving him his flowers and everything. But if you go back in the day to that Xbox One era when Albert and Aaron used to come on GTR on the time, I used to be on Xbox's neck.
Yep.
And it was so funny. And I've had multiple conversations with some very high people at Xbox, but more specifically, like one of my last conversations with Albert, and he was already had left Xbox, and we went to lunch when I was up there doing some stuff at Redmond a few years back. And he was talking about how he appreciated how I would hold Xbox accountable for things that, hey, here's what I like, but I don't like this, and y'all need to do something about this. You need to do that, right? I did that consistently in the Xbox One era. And like I said, I found out part of the reason I got the chance to host a showcase and do all these other different things with Xbox was because they appreciated people pointing out what they could do better. And that's all that's what I do with anything. It doesn't matter, PlayStation, whatever. I'm gonna tell you what I like. And if I like something, again, shout out to the Cyberpunk and all that. I'm gonna have the pom-poms out and cheerleading and all that. But if you screw up and you do something I don't like, I'm going to say that. And I bring up Cyberpunk specifically because obviously, viral moment, big, quote unquote, that was when I quote unquote became a more of a name in the industry or whatever, right? But obviously, the game launched. in a very bad state. I still say to this very day when people are like, oh, you got a yellow chair. I go, did you watch the review I did on Kind of Funny? I did not recommend the game because of all the issues. So no, it doesn't come down to, oh, just because a company's been friendly to you or sent you something that you have to say something positive about them. No, if they deserve it, you say it. If they don't, you don't. Period. And look, rational people understand this. It's just, it's the dude sitting in Cambodia that just types on his computer all day that's saying this.
Before we will wrap it up, Paris. But people are gonna say, but I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm giving feedback. What is the difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing?
Nothing.
It's the feedback. It's the feedback feedback part, because the people that are complaining the loudest are only complaining. They're not providing they're not providing responsible feedback towards a solution. That's the problem with most people, right? That they're just whining and whinging and complaining. They're not saying, "Oh, the problem is X. Here's how I would solve it. Here's reasons X, Y, Z." That's the difference between what we've done and what these others are doing. Is they just complain for the sake of complaining. They're not actually invested in resolving the problem, whether they have a need or a reason to side with one side or the other. They don't provide any kind of resolution or any kind of veritable feedback that could steer them towards a resolution, right? And that's I think that's the big key.
Yeah. So it's funny what you just said, Pete, because this translates into any career path, anything you do in life. If I'm going to tell you about a problem, even if it's not the right solution, I'm going to try and provide what I think could potentially be the solution to it, right? Again, my day job, I work in cybersecurity. Every quarter, I have to present to executive leadership risk assessment for the company, right? I got to do a risk treatment, and I have to provide, from you know what I'm saying? Obviously, critical all the way down to low level. So I do that, and at the same time, I'm also providing what I think the solution could be. And then it is up to leadership, who controls the coin purse, to decide, hey, do we have it in our budget to resolve this in a timely manner? Is it critical enough that is something that we're going to just simply accept? Please don't hit that car. Oh my God, she's going to hit the car. Oh my God, she almost did. Oh wow, that was crazy just watching it in real time because she was not paying attention. But the point is, if I'm going to complain about something, then say what I think the resolution to it can be. Even if it's not the resolution, you're trying to fix the problem. And that's what I think when people say, oh, this sucks, that sucks. Well, why does it suck? Okay, if it sucks, well, what would you do to fix it? Then they don't have no answer. So it's like, it's just noise at the end of the day. That's all it is. It's noise. And I get we tune it out mostly. We're obviously just having a bitch session on here right now. But it's like, I don't take those people. You can't take those people seriously because it will drive you insane if you do. And that's why you can't let some random person on the internet dictate what you do. I think ultimately that's what it comes down to, right? If they can't provide critical yet respectful feedback to something, ignore it. Seriously, because you're just noise. I'm not listening to the dude that's just like that crap gamer dude that said the sexist, racist shit about Sarah Bond. He was posting on Twitter every day. I don't know if he still does it. Fire Phil Spencer. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Why? Give the reason why. What are you going to do to improve? Are you going to be the CEO of Xbox? Provide a solution. And if you're every day going to say the same thing over and over, you're an idiot. You're embarrassed that he embarrassed you. What was that, 2016? When whatever he said. I
forgot about that.
So, but it's stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. And honestly, you're racist too. You're fucking racist. And you're sexist. Because if I ever talk to that dude, I will bring that up about talking about Sarah Bond that way, because he know what he said. But anyways, you can't listen to people like that. You just can't, because they're a complete waste of time.
Yep. Yep. And I hope people enjoy our after show. That's a good thing about staying here because we say everything. No filters.
Oh, hey, I tell you what, boy, if you be a fly on the wall Wednesday night when we at dinner, my God.
Oh,
We got to
up.
make sure we pick the restaurant correctly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm gonna hop off. I gotta run in the store.
Okay. All right, man.
All right, man.
Okay.
Later.
See you later this week.
You know what? I forgot that. Wait. I hope his video is uploaded. I forgot. Well, anyways, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. Until next time, we're out. Peace.